It was that moment that led me to the most transformative realization in my life. I realized that people were making more money online than they were making at their 9 to 5 jobs, and I realized that they were doing it on their own terms with no boss telling them what to do. And I made over $3.8 million in profit in 1 year from one cash cow channel. And if you don't believe me, I can actually pull it up in the other tab here, right? And as you can see, $3.8 million in revenue in a single 12-month period. And I'm actually going to refresh the page here just so you can see that everything actually loads. And if we hover over the graph here, you can see that this loads too. Now, is this typical? No. But is it possible? Absolutely. And how do I know that? Because I did it, right? I watched it happen with my own eyes. Otherwise, I may not have even believed it myself. And I remember where I was when I first saw that YouTube had deposited over $100,000 into my bank account during one of my first ever months doing this. I was sitting in my car and I remember my mouth just dropping. I made more money in 28 days on YouTube than I did in an entire year working 80-hour weeks in a cubicle at a job I hated. And I couldn't believe it. I remember opening up the bank app like 5 times, reloading it just to make sure that YouTube really did deposit that money into my account and that I wasn't dreaming. So if you're ready to fire your boss and you're ready for YouTube to send you direct deposits into your bank account, I want you to type yes please into the chat box right now, because I was right there with you, my friend, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. And one concept that's so critical to understand if you really want to make this work is the difference between the old model, the traditional model. Go to school, get a job, and exchange your time for money directly. Right, 1 hour of your life for X dollars, $10 an hour, $20 an hour, $50 an hour, it doesn't matter. And salary is actually even worse, because when I was working my 9 to 5, I was actually making more per hour as an intern because I was getting paid overtime working hourly. And then once I got salary, my quote unquote promotion, they kind of made it feel like a promotion, but really when it came down to it, it wasn't a promotion at all. They were actually paying me less per hour and I had 10 times more responsibility. That's the old model. And as crazy as it sounds, that's the model that the majority of people are a part of for their entire lives. And that's a scary thought. Put money into a retirement account, retire after 50 years of hard work making someone else rich with a relatively small sum that you can't even really use until you're potentially too old to even fully enjoy it. That's the old model that most people follow. The new model is creating an equitable, scalable business where you don't directly exchange your time for money. You're earning money while you sleep, and that's a very important distinction and a very beautiful thing. And I remember this one morning, it was morning after 4th of July. We had this huge party the night before, but I woke up a little later than I was used to waking up. I think it was like 11 a.m. And I turned over and I checked the YouTube Studio app on my phone because I check it first thing in the morning, every morning. That's an app where basically you can see exactly how much money you've made and all the views you've got so far and, stuff so far for the day. And I saw that I had already made more on that day by 11 a.m. than I made in a week at my old 9 to 5 job. And that was just in a single morning, and I had been sleeping until 11 a.m. There were no work calls. I didn't have to go to work. I didn't have to sit in a commute. I didn't have to listen to my boss. I didn't have to do any manual work. No dealing with annoying clients. No affiliate marketing to things that weren't mine or that I didn't control. No paying for traffic on Shopify. I was literally sleeping, and I had already made completely passive income. And that's a very beautiful thing that I really can't even describe until you actually experience it for yourself. But it's just such an amazing thing about this method of doing YouTube and passive income in general. And another thing about the new model, guys, is you can continue to reinvest into your own business for years and watch how your income increases in direct proportion to your hard work. And what I mean by that is, have you ever seen someone that, really didn't deserve a promotion, but they still got one? Right? I think a lot of us, if we've ever had a job, we've seen people that didn't really deserve a promotion. Maybe they didn't work as hard as you. Maybe they were a suck up or a brown noser, or maybe the boss was their uncle or had some other relationship going on, but they didn't deserve the promotion. The beautiful thing about working for yourself is your success is directly proportional to how much you're willing to work and how hard and how smart you're willing to work, the decisions you make, and just the most important decision of actually jumping in, getting involved, and starting to take action. And remember, it's not normal working 40 to 80 hours a week ever. It's not normal no matter what anyone tells you, what society tells you, what your mom and dad tells you, what your brother tells you, what your sister tells you, what anyone tells you. It's not normal working 80 hours a week ever. And what I want you to imagine is what your life would be like if you were getting a ton of views on YouTube and you never had to worry about money or bills again. Seriously, I want you to close your eyes right now and just picture what your life would be like, just living happily and never having to think about money ever again. Except for when you're thinking about the next car you're going to buy or the motorcycle or the next vacation you're going to go on. I want you to imagine that you were making more than you were making at your old 9-to-5 job every single month, working on your own schedule, being your own boss, and never worrying about pleasing anyone ever again. I want you to imagine never having to sit through another 90-minute commute in traffic. You never had to be at work or on a work call, or send another work email while your son or daughter was at a basketball game or ballet recital, or your wife wanted to go eat dinner with you, or your husband wanted to see you. Just imagine what your life would be like if you never had to deal with any of the normal things that come with working a 9-to-5 lifestyle. Because I used to imagine that every second and every minute and every day that I wasted in my cubicle until I finally took action and finally did what was necessary to make what I had only been imagining up until that point actually come true. Now, I want to ask you a few questions. Would you rather let your money make 1% or less in a savings account, or would you rather let your money make 40% or 50% or even 100% return on your investment? And I get it. It's a kind of an obvious question how I said it, but a lot of people don't think about it that way. Every single cash cow YouTube channel that I've ever ran, the lowest that I've ever made from a profit perspective was 90% or higher. Every single one. And probably one of the most common questions that I get asked every single day, 50 times a day is, Dylan, what is the single biggest factor that you attribute to the success you've had? People ask me that all the time. And the answer is actually very obvious to me. The single biggest factor that I attribute to my success was taking action. It's simple. Just jumping in, actually getting things started, because most people don't do it. What most people do is this. They'll think about things. They'll watch a few YouTube videos, they'll read a blog, they'll watch a free training just like this. They'll get a little bit of temporary motivation, and then they just don't do anything. They just go back, they drift back into their comfort zone. The same daily routine. They just go back to the same job, doing the same thing day after day after day. And trust me when I tell you, you don't want to be one of those people, right? You want to be the type of person that realizes that the only way to change your life is by taking action. And once I realized that and truly understood that, that was the day I really started to change my life. And so I want to ask all of you who are still here right now one question. How would you like to work directly with me and get one-on-one help to really ensure you have every possible advantage to crush it with YouTube automation and be as certain as it's possible to be that every cash cow YouTube channel you start is going to be a success? Would you like that? Right? And how would it change your life making an extra $2,000 a month from home? Just $2,000. And that's an incredibly conservative estimate because none of my channels have ever made as little as $2,000 a month. Not a single one. But even $2,000 a month when I first got started, that would have been incredible to me. $2,000 a month in passive income, that would have changed my life. But the fact is, $2,000 a month is actually very little compared to what some of my cash cow YouTube channels are doing at this point. So how would it change your life making $10,000 a month? From home in passive income. Would that allow you to do more things that you've always wanted to do? Would that allow you to go on vacations with your family? Would it allow you to take your wife or your husband or your kids on an extra trip, or just go out to eat together more often, or buy that motorcycle or that boat or that truck or that car that you've been wanting? Would it allow you to be your own boss, make your own choices, wake up when you want to wake up, never sit in another commute again? Because the fact is, while the big companies of the past are just going bankrupt and TV is on the decline, YouTube just keeps getting bigger every single year. And my final question, and my most important question, is this. Can I share with you the exact blueprint of how I did this myself, and how hundreds of my students have done this, and how people like you, complete beginners, are continuing to do this every single day? Now, if you don't want to know, that's completely fine. Feel free to hop off the training right now, go back to the way things are. No harm done at all. I hope you learned a couple of cool things and no hard feelings at all. But for those of you who are still here and are serious and who are smart enough to know what an opportunity this really is and how there has literally never been anything like this before, I want you to send a message into the chat box right now that says, I'm in, right? And I want to see it in all capitals. And I'll wait a few seconds because I want to see just how many of you guys are actually serious about doing this for real and making this year your best year ever. And wow, guys, I see an absolute flood of messages saying I'm in, literally pouring into the chat box right now. So I'm excited. Let's do this and let's get you started building your own viral cash cow YouTube channel. And the truth is, guys, there's just too many student success stories to even show. It's honestly hard to keep track at this point. Like Jake, who posted a screenshot of his YouTube earnings, making over $25,000 in a single month off of just one channel. And you can see it right here on the left. He took the screenshot himself. He posted it in our private group. You can go look at it right now. Over $25,000 in just 1 month. And he posted this in our private Facebook group. Again, anyone can see this. It's not some hidden thing. It's out in the open. You can go look at it right now. And that was his first cash cow YouTube channel that he created. And he started with zero experience. None, right? Or Jordan, who made over $13,000 in a single month, and he absolutely shattered his goal for the month. Now, when he first started, he had a little bit of a longer road to get to the point where he's at because he made mistakes before he decided to join our family, which a lot of people do. They try to do it on their own. They make mistakes. It just costs them months, if not literally years, and thousands of dollars of trial and error. And every single time they say the same thing, that Dylan, I wish I would have found you sooner. But the point is, guys, he still got there even with mistake after mistake after mistake. That is how truly special this opportunity is to start a cash cow YouTube channel. Or Thomas is another great example. He started with no experience at all as a complete beginner, and he made over $10,000 in profit in just 19 days. And he recently messaged me to say that he has made more on YouTube in this past year than he's ever made in his entire life combined. Right, combined. And he did that without having any prior experience because what's so critical to understand here is he understood what an unbelievable opportunity this is. He understood that if he didn't do it, that someone else would, and he would miss out, and he would never be able to create the life that he wanted. And all of these students that you see on your screen right here with the black background, they're part of what we call the official YouTube Expert Hall of Fame. Now, the requirement for becoming a member of the YouTube Expert Hall of Fame is simple. You need to make at least $1,000 in profit in just 1 day. And remember, every single member of the Hall of Fame started from scratch as complete beginners. And these people are just the ones who wanted to be publicly part of the Hall of Fame. Most people who hit the $1,000 a day milestone, they just send me a DM and say, Dylan, thanks a lot, man, but I don't want to be posted anywhere. I'm a very private person, which is fine. I get that. Or, I could talk all day about Jordan, who says he's glad he found me and you know what to the haters. Or Tim, who says, hands down, this is awesome. Or Brian, who says that never in a million years did he think he'd be able to sit on the beach at 3 p.m. on a Tuesday and not have to go to work. Or, we can talk about Jim, who was actually messing around in some other groups on the internet and came back to our group telling us how terrible the advice those other people were giving. And honestly, I could sit here forever with these guys. David, Kimberly, Bradley, Tina, Gary, Camden, Rachel, and Shanice, right? Every single one of these is so special to me. Like Rachel, who you can see in the middle, made over $30,000 in profit in a month and is now part of our 30K club. And she's been able to go all in full time doing this. Or Karen, who you can see on the right side, and she posted a screenshot of her making almost $2,000 per week, which is crazy because that's what she used to make in a month at her old job. Or Jacob, who actually borrowed money to get started, and now he's doing better than ever, all with $0 of his own money to start. And it's just so important to remember that, especially as an entrepreneur, you just have to make it work. You hear about startups borrowing money all the time to get started, because the truth is you can have financial freedom or excuses, but you can't have both. But the point is, there's literally so many people that have joined our family, followed my proven blueprint, just following along literally one step at a time, reading a little, watching a little, doing a little, making it work one step at a time on their own schedule, and really it's as simple as that. And we've worked with hundreds of students over the past few months. We've had grandmothers join the program and find results. We've had parent-child combos. We've had husband and wife teams. We've had people go at it alone like I did, right? We've had 18-year-olds in high school do this. And I like to think about it like this. If you can follow basic directions and a step-by-step blueprint, you can do this. And it's as simple as that. And honestly, I could go on and on about my students, but if we showed all of our students' success stories, we would probably be here for a year. But as promised, guys, I will tell you I always deliver on my promises. I take it extremely seriously because at the end of the day, all there is in business and in life is integrity and honesty. And I promised you guys I would show you some real videos I've uploaded onto YouTube that have made over $50,000 each. I literally hired people for pennies on the dollar that basically all they know how to do is read a template. I implemented a few SEO strategies to make the videos go viral, and they generated over $50,000 in profit each. And the best part about these videos, guys, is these are in the tech niche. So YouTube actually pays you more for the views that you get because advertisers like Apple, Google, Microsoft, they pay a lot to show their ads on tech videos because they sell tech products, right? And so you make more money if you're in a niche like that and are making videos about, stuff that a lot of big advertisers want to advertise on. And those are just 3 videos. We upload hundreds of these videos across several channels every single month. And I know what some of you might be thinking. Dylan, this sounds awesome, but can this actually be real? Well, this is a video I released a while back publicly on my Instagram page where I actually show in real time me logging into one of my YouTube channels on my phone and refreshing the screen real time. You can see that everything loads, and you can also see that I'm literally pressing the buttons on the screen. Because look, I get it, sometimes it's hard to know what's real, what's fake, but let me show you something that you can't fake. You cannot fake logging into the YouTube Studio app. You can't fake what I'm showing you right here. You can't fake a video of me logging into my bank account and refreshing the page where I received a $300,000 direct deposit for what I earned on YouTube. And this is publicly on my Instagram page with almost 500,000 active followers. I'm showing you so you can see what's possible, to show you that I really do know what I'm talking about, and this is a public video. You can go watch it right now on my Instagram page if you're bored or you're into that sort of thing, but the fact is, my results aren't important, right? Who cares what I was able to do? That just proves that I can do it. The only thing that's important, especially as a teacher or a mentor, is the results that your students get. Now, really quickly, I want to show you guys a few testimonials, and I promise this isn't going to take long. You can see that we literally have tons of different testimonials, and all of these are available to the public. You can go look at them right now on officialdylanmiller.com/reviews, but at least wait until the end of the training. And so I'm actually going to play one of them because it's just really important to hear from one of my actual students, because I can tell you about this stuff all day long, but when you're hearing it from a real person, a real student of mine who gave me a testimonial, and actually hear from them about how this program changed their lives, it's just such a powerful thing. Hearing it from someone who really did change their lives. So let's play just a few seconds of this so that you can actually hear directly from one of my students.
I've tried everything, it feels like, over the past couple years. None of them actually click for me. They all feel like they're missing something.
Listen, I go out and I'll buy a course, and if I can apply the course and if I can make money within 30 days, then I go ahead and I keep it, and it's just another avenue.
This is the one. Believe me, I've been looking for a long time. So if you're serious about making some money, give Dylan a shout out. He's great. He answers you back. He'll work with you personally. He wants to see you succeed.
I am making enough money to where I could quit my job. Listen, I want to tell you something. I'm showing you proof. There's actual evidence. I have 100K. I was you last year. I was skeptical of, the ad, but I was curious enough to click it. But I watched the webinar and everything made sense. I took a chance. I invested my hard-earned money, even though I was broke.
There's a lot of junk out there, right? If it's good, I'll say it's good. If I think it's crap, I'm going to say it's crap, and you've heard me say that in my videos, okay? So Dylan's program is good. You can make millions of dollars with this strategy. I mean, you can easily make, if you do the work, obviously, and you're a good student, you can get to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 US dollars a month. Some people are doing hundreds of thousands. Some people are doing millions of dollars a year with this strategy.
Dylan changed my life. This course changed my life.
Since the first minute I'm listening to Dylan, I get the feeling that he really cares.
He really cared about his success of his students. He really talked to you like how a friend would on a one-on-one.
And I really just love listening to these. I've seen them a bunch of times already, but for me, it's just the most important thing in the world. Hearing from real people like Camden, who is actually able to improve his situation with what I teach. Now, one last thing I want to show you before we actually show you what we have for you today is, really quickly, I want to show you what you're going to get if you do decide to join the family today, because oftentimes people are out here on the internet trying to get you to invest in things and buy into their program, and they're doing that without actually showing you what the things you're going to get are. And so if you decide to join, this is what's going to be inside the Tube Money Masterclass. You can see the link to our student success stories here. All these different people who, have had success, and there's just so many, right? Every single one of these people, a real person who actually decided to jump in and make this work. But inside of the masterclass, you're going to see a ridiculously detailed tutorial, everything that you could possibly need, how to get the most out of the program. And you're going to get a case study where you can watch me grow a channel using the strategies from scratch to almost 200,000 subscribers in only 90 days. And there isn't anyone else out there that actually shows them growing a channel using their own blueprint for their students to see. You want to know why? Because their blueprint probably doesn't even work, right? No one else does this. No one grows a channel from scratch following their own blueprint to show that it's actually possible and that it really is step by step. I'm going to show you how to choose the best niche that will get you the fastest results and make you the most money. I show you how to actually set up your channel the right way for success. There's a lot of, ways to optimize videos for success. But what's even more important is optimizing your channel, and nobody is teaching the right way to do this either. And the secret keyword process that you can implement onto your own videos that will actually make them go viral. And I'm not talking about basic SEO keywords and tags that you might have already heard of. I'm going to show you stuff that literally no one else talks about. So it's going to be perfect for you if you're a complete beginner, or maybe you've already tried this before and you want to see more advanced strategies. All of these different things that would just take so long and so much time to actually, go about doing this on your own. How to speed up your channel's growth and blow up fast using secret methods that no one else is talking about. Everything that you could possibly need, but nothing that you don't. Right? And we give you a step-by-step checklist of everything you need. All you have to do, just follow along step-by-step, checking off the boxes, all in an easy-to-follow step-by-step format. Right? And in the introduction section of each chapter, we actually have a PDF for the whole chapter, because I know that, some people learn better from watching videos, some people learn better from reading, and whichever type you are, I got you covered, right? So if you want to print out the PDFs, follow along, you can do that. If you just want to watch the videos, you got the videos. Right, all these videos. Then we have chapter 6, which is about making money, right? Mistakes to avoid. All these different money-making strategies to actually increase your channel's revenue. And then we have chapter 7, which is outsourcing, right? Where to hire people from, how to hire a team, fill in the blank hiring templates, training your team, fill in the blank training templates, mistakes to avoid, how to organize your team. And then we have some very special bonuses, which we're not actually going to talk about yet. But I wanted to just show you guys how much is in here, right? That's the reason why we have the most success stories. It's not by magic, it's not by chance. The reason that we have so many success stories and so many people in the Hall of Fame and so many reviews and videos is because this is the absolute best resource in the entire world for creating a successful cash cow YouTube channel with literally zero experience to start. Now, this right here is Jordan. Now, he's incredibly important to me. We have a lot of commonalities because, when he was starting out, he was looking for a way to fire his boss, leave his job, work from home, and most importantly, he was wanting to help his mom. Just be able to give her freedom, buy her whatever she wanted, and help her quit her job too. But like a lot of people, he was just waiting. He was waiting for something to change. He was waiting for something to get better. But he just wasn't doing anything about it, so that day never came for him. Finally, he came across one of my trainings just like the one you're on right now, and everything changed. And for those of you who think that I'm just making this up, I'm going to play this short video that he made showing the numbers on his channel, breaking it all down, talking about how this has changed his life, and it always makes me tear up seeing it, but it's so important to actually show you how real this is.
At the time of this recording, next month will be a year since I've bought Dylan's course, and it changed my life, So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some of the success of my channel to show you that this is the real deal. Okay, so in just a month, almost 5 million views, over 20,000 subscribers gained, and almost $13,000 made. So look at the views. These are good views, right? You know, over 300,000 views in just one day. Got several viral videos going right now. And this is my most viewed video. It has almost 5 million views. By the time you see this, it probably will have 5 million views. Made over $8,000 on one video alone. Alright? This is just one video. Not even just the channel. This video right here got me 1 million views, almost 5,000 subscribers, and over $2,000 made. So, multiple million view videos, and I got a whole bunch of videos with 100K. So, yeah, man, it's safe to say that Dylan's course was a great investment for me. You know, I can understand if you're feeling skeptical, like, oh, this is too good to be true. You know, I was kind of like that myself. But you're watching this because you want to make a positive change in your life. I don't know your why. I knew my why. You know, I want to be financially free. I want to be able to spend more time with my family. I want to be able to quit my job. I want to be debt free. And I've achieved all those things, you know? And you can too. I mean, if you don't want to try this, you want to try network marketing, affiliate marketing. I tried those things. It didn't work for me. It might work for you, but it didn't work for me. But YouTube automation works for me. YouTube's always been my thing. And if you're watching this, then YouTube's probably your thing too. And I'm just here to tell you that Dylan's course is the real deal. I followed everything he said in the course. And look what I've achieved, man. You know, and it hasn't even been a full year. I don't even think this channel's reached the surface of its potential. But yeah, guys, this can be you too, and I welcome all new members, and I look forward to having you.
Wow, and I mean, to this day, I still get chills when I see videos like that because it's real, right? It's real people using real strategies to really change their situation, and it's the whole reason that I work so hard. It's the whole reason I'm putting on trainings like this so often. It's the whole reason I'm getting the word out and focusing all my time on helping people. So one of the last few success stories that I'm going to show you all, and probably the most meaningful to me, is Teresa, Jordan again, and Christian. So Teresa has attended seminars, read books, watched other free trainings, tried starting a teaching blog for teachers, tried a Shopify store, affiliate marketing, tried basically everything there is to try because she had been a teacher for 15 years and, you know, unfortunately, her salary just wasn't enough to live the life that she wanted to be living. She was always stressed out and basically decided she'd had enough. And about a year after joining, she's now part of our 30K club, and you can see her wearing her shirt there, and she also got her own award from YouTube. And most importantly, is no longer an underpaid teacher, right? She's working full-time from home on YouTube, being her own boss. Or like Jordan, who we just talked about on the last slide, and you can see him right there in the middle. Not only was he able to become financially free with YouTube and give back and help his mom and was able to buy her a bunch of nice things that she always wanted, he was also able to pay off his mountain of credit card debt, all in a very short time since joining us not too long ago. And then Christian, who you can see on the far right, is a good friend of mine now. He used to be a police officer doing his thing out there protecting his community, and he was just looking for a way to supplement things and really make it easier for his wife at home because they had 2 boys and wanted them to have the best possible life growing up. And so he decided to join our family just a short time ago, and in that short time, you can see right there on the right, he made over $200,000 in only 28 days. He made more in 1 month than he would have made in years being a police officer. And he did that while he was working from home, spending time with his family and getting to see his 2 sons grow up, spend more time with them, and, you know, actually have better things for them than he had growing up. And that's just so incredibly special to me. Someone who, you know, was out there risking his life to keep his community safe was able to gain his financial freedom and time freedom and earn more in a month than he would have in years. And he was able to do that spending time with his family. And so I've shown you real people who've done this from all over the world, not just in the USA, everywhere. I've shown you people who've done this with 0 money to start, who are now making more than they probably ever would have at their old job. I've shown you people with no experience, no technical skills who have made this work. I've shown you people who are working long 80-hour weeks who really didn't have time for anything and have made this work. So I just have one final question for you. How would you like to do this with me? How would you like me to actually help you personally every step of the way, one-on-one, to really make this work? And how would you like to do this with the hundreds of people inside of our family that we've built over the last year? How would you like me to take out all of the risk and have every step of the process, your channel, the videos your team makes, personally reviewed to make sure that you're doing everything the right way? Literally just holding your hand as you go through this. How would you like an exclusive, private community of experts to answer all of your questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every step of the way? If you would like that, I want you to type I am all in capital letters if you're pumped up right now, because I'm not going to talk anymore about my student success stories. I promise you. I could talk about them all day long every day for the rest of my life. And wow, guys, I see a ton of I am all in messages pouring into the chat right now. So let's do this, guys. I'm pumped up. If you're ready to join our family today and get access to the same exact blueprint, easy to follow, step-by-step blueprint that all of our student success stories have followed, this is what you're going to get if you decide to join today only. You're going to get a list of 100 plus profitable niches for this year that are making the most money as of right now. And one of the worst possible mistakes that you could make when it comes to starting your own cash cow YouTube channel is investing time and money into a niche that you don't even know is going to be a success. Because there's so many niches to pick from and to start a channel about. Basketball, tech, fishing, psychology, science, movies, cars, camping. How do you actually know which ones are going to make you the most money? Because remember, YouTube pays you more in some niches and less for others. One high-paying niche is tech because, again, advertisers like Microsoft, Google, Apple, they pay more to have their ads shown on tech videos because they sell tech products. And so you make more money if you're in that niche. But there's also a lot more than just the tech niche that pay a lot. And there's some niches that pay way less that you want to avoid. And without this, you might end up in a really low-paying niche and potentially miss out on hundreds of thousands of dollars that you otherwise potentially could have made if you knew what niches paid the most. And I'm going to show you example channels for all 100 plus niches, examples of real channels that are making this work right now, right? A full breakdown of each channel and how you can implement what they're doing onto your own channel that you start. And we've sold this exact same list for $497, and you get that included if you join today. But you're not just going to get that. Once you pick a niche, we're going to show you how to set up your channel and optimize it for success the right way. A lot of people only talk about optimizing videos. Nobody talks about how to optimize the channel, and those who do are teaching the wrong way to do this. We're going to show you the right way to do it and some simple settings that I use to gain way more views once you start uploading videos. And you're going to get video optimization and ranking hacks where we teach you exactly how to make perfectly optimized YouTube videos and get your videos ranked in the algorithm so that you can go on to create explosively successful viral videos time and time again. And you're also going to get the top secret viral video keyword process. Now remember, like I've said before, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. And so if you want to take advantage of that, then you need my keyword process to really maximize SEO to get tons of views from YouTube search, which is a $997 value. And remember, we've sold copies of this exact same keyword process as a standalone product for $997, and it was probably 100 times more worth it to the people who bought that, who went out to create explosively viral videos, because they aren't just doing it once, they're making viral videos again and again every single month just using the SEO strategies contained in that single section. And most viral videos make at least a few $1,000s. So if people are creating multiple viral videos from just that one section, do you think that $997 would have been worth it? And you're going to get fill-in-the-blank hiring templates, because I get it, right? It's hard to hire an entire team and organize it all if you've never done it before. And trust me when I tell you, I'm probably the worst at hiring people and managing all of that, so I get it, right? It's hard to do, but that's why I've done all the work for you. I went through years of trial and error, thousands of hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars spent hiring people to be able to create these fill-in-the-blank templates, so all you have to do is fill in the blanks, literally. And trust me when I say this, and pay close attention here because this is important. Probably the single biggest obstacle that beginners face getting started with YouTube automation and actually hiring other people to make the videos for them is just trying to figure out how to efficiently hire people and easily explain what you need them to do. It's just such a complicated process, right? Reaching out to people, trying to hire them, negotiating prices, trying to create an entire team where they all work together. And don't even get me started about all the YouTube guidelines you have to follow to avoid copyright and demonetization and actually have your team follow all of those. It's a mess. And that's exactly why I created these fill-in-the-blank templates with step-by-step instructions. This is by far the biggest challenge I faced when I was first starting out, and it's one of the things that caused me to waste so much time and so much money. I just didn't know what I was doing, right? I got ripped off, I overpaid for things. People wouldn't get stuff done on time because I didn't know how to hire a team the right way, so they took advantage of that. And I also have training templates for each role with instructions for them, so you don't even have to tell them what to do. You just send them the templates that I already made, right? It shows them how to edit the videos, how to make the thumbnails the right way, how to write video scripts the right way, how to gather the free stock footage, how to record the voiceovers. And I already wrote all that out, so all you have to do is send it to them. And just think about how long all that would take if you tried to go about doing this alone. All the years I spent perfecting this process, and I've laid all those long years of hard work out in simple training PDFs so that you can send those to whoever you hire. So you're also going to get mentoring from me, Dylan Miller, right? And you're also going to get mentored by the community that we've built of hundreds of other entrepreneurs and successful cash cow channel owners who decided to help out with the new beginners who join us. And guys, all of this has a total value of $5,982. And the cool part for you is we're not going to charge you that today because we have a very special one-time offer, which I'm really excited to show you. But the thing is, guys, even if we did charge you that $5,000, which we're not, but if we did, if you look to the right of your screen, you can see Christian, who made over $200,000 in profit in 28 days. So do you think that literally half of what Christian made in just 28 days, do you think it would have been worth it to Christian to invest that $5,000? And again, don't worry, we're not going to be charging you that today, but do you think it would have been worth it to Christian to invest $5,000 to make over $200,000 in 28 days? But remember, we're not done yet. Just like we gave you bonuses for sticking with us before, we have more bonuses on the way right now because like I always said, I always want to over-deliver and I always want to deliver as much value as I possibly can. And so you're also going to get some really awesome bonuses today, but there is a catch. These bonuses are only available for an extremely limited time, and they're only available for the people who are really ready to invest into their future today, because once these bonuses are gone, guys, they're gone forever. So you really only have one chance to take advantage of these. And so the first bonus that we have for you today is how to do this with $0 to start. Like we talked about before, I promised you guys that we had something for you today that is literally going to allow you to start making money on YouTube and hire people even if you have zero money to start. This is exclusive access to something that's brand new, that's never been discussed anywhere before, and I get it. When I first started, I didn't have much money to hire people with either. I was in your same place. And there were strategies to overcome that, sure, and get started anyway, but how do you hire people with $0? It might seem impossible, but that's where the idea of what's called a YouTube agency comes into play. Now, because this bonus is so brand new and such a brand new opportunity and isn't available anywhere else, I'm not actually going to go too much into detail about exactly what you're going to get, but I will tell you that if you want to start doing this, but you don't have much money to hire people to make the videos for you, then the YouTube agency is a complete game changer. It's going to allow you to get started and hire people with $0. But the catch is, guys, we're only giving this bonus to the first 30 people who decide to join the Tube Money Masterclass today. Again, the 31st person on the webinar today will not have access to this particular bonus. And the reason that we do it this way is we want to maintain exclusivity for these. We want to make sure that they remain effective. And most importantly, we want to reward people who are serious and are ready to invest in themselves and who are really ready to make a major full change impact on their own lives and on their families' lives. But we're not done there. We also have bonus number 2, which is the 10x Revenue Strategies Black Box. And I personally use this on all of my channels. And with the 10x Revenue Strategies Black Box, we show you a bunch of different things that you can implement onto your own channel that will allow you to, potentially 10x your revenue. How to set up cool merch designs and sell merch on your channel that people will actually buy. And the crazy thing is, it is possible to make a lot of money from selling merch even with a cash cow YouTube channel. right? One of my students runs a channel about business, and he's been selling t-shirts like hotcakes that just have basic jokes on them. And we also talk about how you can sell affiliate products on your videos. We talk about how to get brand deals and get sponsorships and have brands pay you to promote their products on your channel, which, by the way, I have several students who've made over $10,000 from single sponsorships. And I give you all my connections with the top brands. I tell you how you can reach out to these companies and give you email templates. So you email these brands saying, hey, look, I get X amount of views per month, and I would love to be able to get you more sales by promoting your whatever on my YouTube channel. We show you so many extra ways about, increasing revenue, and you're gonna get a step-by-step tutorial on how to do each one of those, and this is a $997 value alone, guys. Everything that you can literally plug and play, copy and paste included with just this one bonus that you're gonna have absolutely no problem setting up these strategies to 10x the revenue on your channel. And they're so easy to implement because I was the one who had to go through all that trial and error to be able to lay it out in a step-by-step blueprint. And you're going to get all that included, again, which is a $997 value included with the Tube Money Masterclass program today only. And this isn't available anywhere to the public. It's not available in any other place at any other time. And because of that, there's only space for the first 20 people who decide to join the Tube Money Masterclass today. And again, the 21st person is not going to have access to the 10x Revenue Strategies Black Box, which will easily pay for the entire cost of what we have for you today. And we're not done still. Lastly, and probably most importantly, bonus number 3. You're going to get access to text me questions for one-on-one help anytime that you need help along the way. Right now, how many of you all would agree that you'd have a better chance of being successful with this if you had my number, where at any point you could ask me anything, right? You could get one-on-one help. I could, look at your channel, give you feedback, and give you one-on-one personalized help, right? Just type yes into the chat box if you think you'd be more successful with this. And I see so many people saying yes, which is great. I love that you all think you'd have more success with direct one-on-one access to chat with me, but I see way more than 10 people saying yes. And because I am human, and you get to chat with me, not with someone who works for me, right? There's only one of me, and I can only help so many people. I simply cannot help everyone one-on-one in this way. And because of that, this bonus is only available for the first 10 people who sign up literally today only. And because of how one-on-one this is the most exclusive bonus of all. This isn't available anywhere to the public. It's not available at any other place at any other time. And because it's the most exclusive bonus, and because you're getting unlimited access to one-on-one mentoring with me, we're only giving it to the first 10 people who decide to join the Tube Money Masterclass today. And again, the 11th person is not going to have access to my number and is not going to have access to chat one-on-one with me. And just this bonus alone is one of the biggest reasons that my students have been able to scale their YouTube businesses to the size that they are right now in such a short amount of time. And again, just this one particular bonus by itself is a $5,000 value, but because it's so exclusive, it's only going to be available for the first 10 people who decide to take action and decide to invest in themselves, invest into their future, and join the Tube Money Masterclass today. And again, the 11th person on the webinar today is not going to have access to this bonus. And so, to summarize, this is what you get. We show you how to pick the right niche so that you don't waste your time with stuff that doesn't work, and give you a list of 100 plus profitable niches with example channels in each niche, which is a $497 value. And we show you how to set up your channel for success. And remember, a lot of people are not even showing this or teaching the wrong method. We're going to give you video optimization and ranking hacks, which will teach you how to optimize your videos to be ranked in the YouTube algorithm to get millions of views. We're going to give you our top secret viral video keyword process again, which is an incredible resource for making explosively viral videos time and time again, and capitalizing on the fact that YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. We're going to give you fill in the blank hiring templates, which is key, if you don't want to waste a bunch of time trying to figure out how to do it yourself or waste money paying other people who don't even do the work the right way. And you're going to get mentoring from me and the hundreds of other successful students in the community that we've built inside inside of our private family Facebook group. And at this point, it's honestly not just a Facebook group, it's a group of friends and family, right? We're in there every single day answering questions. We're a family and we're in this together, helping each other every step of the way. But not only do you get all of those things, we're also going to give you bonus number 1, which is how to do this and hire people with literally zero money to start. A $497 value only for the first 30 people. And we're going to give you bonus number 2, which is our 10x revenue strategies black box with everything that you need to just copy and paste, plug and play. All these additional monetization strategies like selling merch, making commissions from affiliate products, getting brand deals and sponsorships. And you're also going to get bonus number 3, which is access to private one-on-one mentorship with me. You can text me anytime that you need help with something, anytime you want me to look over your channel, make sure you're doing everything the right way. Anytime that you need help, I'll be there. But because of how one-on-one this bonus is, I can only offer it to the first 10 people who sign up today. And here's just a few screenshots of conversations I've had with some of my past students, right? You don't get some basic response. You get serious one-on-one help that will actually help you become successful. Anything that you could possibly need along the way, I'll be there for you. And of course, not everyone needs this much help. Some people come into the program and they don't even have a single question, right? Some people do need more help, which is totally fine. That's what I'm here for. And whether or not you believe me when I say this, it's up to you. But what makes me happy in life is helping people and being able to see people quit their jobs just like I did. Even if I have to get on the phone with them for over an hour, to help them with whatever they need, I do it, right? Because it's what I love doing and that's what brings me fulfillment. And it's why I'm even throwing this in here, and that's why our program has so many success stories. You're not buying another course where you get left behind. You're getting a mentor who actually cares about your success so much that I'm willing to spend however long it takes to, one-on-one to ensure that you're successful with this. And all of this has a total value of $12,476, which is actually close to what Joe made in just 1 week off of his channels. Now, really quickly, I want to play this short video Joe made talking about his experience in the program. Now, I love Joe because he knew nothing about YouTube before joining. He had no tech skills whatsoever. He just took the information from the masterclass and he did it, right? So let's watch this.
Hey everyone, this is Joe LaSala from Palm Coast, Florida. I just wanted to give a quick video about Dylan's Tube Money Masterclass course. I'm telling you, if you're on the fence, jump over. You ever seen that video by Steve Harvey about jumping to take the jump? Well, here's where it is. You need to take that jump and do it. If you're on the fence and undecided and skeptical, this is the one. Believe me, I've been looking for a long time. So if you're serious about making some money, give Dylan a shout out. He's great. He answers you back. He'll work with you personally. He wants to see you succeed. So if you're undecided about it, do it. You got nothing to lose. Good luck to you all, and God bless.
Wow, I love that. So, and again, are any of the results that I've shown you today typical? No, of course not, because the typical person never does a single thing to change their life, right? They don't do anything. The typical person is already back scrolling on Facebook. They're already wasting time on Instagram. But the real question is this. How do you think Joe felt about his decision to invest in the Tube Money Masterclass? If you think Joe was happy about his decision to join the Tube Money Masterclass, send a message to the chat right now that says life-changing. Because I think a lot of you guys are starting to see that this is possible, that there are people doing this, even with full-time jobs, even with zero money to start. We saw Teresa, who didn't have much free time to get started. She was a teacher and is now making over $30,000 per month. And the fact is, if you're still here, I think you're smart enough to realize that you can make this work too. Or we talked about Christian, who left his job as a police officer protecting his community to pursue his dream of spending more time at home with his family. Do you think that Christian was happy about his purchase? No, we're not going to charge you $12,000, but I want you to think about it. Even if we did charge you $12,000, I've shown you student testimonials of people making that amount of profit in a day. I've shown you channels of mine that have made over $3 million in a year and videos that have made over $50K in profit each. And if you were able to create even just one viral video that did numbers similar to that, would it be worth $12,000? Well, last time I checked, $50,000 profit is a whole lot more than $12,000. And I want you to think about it like this. If all that this training did was allow you to quit your job or pay off your debts or have more freedom, to spend time traveling with your friends or family or just do whatever you want to do, or just never having to sit in a commute or wake up to an alarm clock or listen to your boss again, would it be worth $12,000? Now again, we're not going to charge you that, and actually, we're not even going to charge you anywhere near that, but if we have multiple students making $30,000 in a single month, wouldn't it be worth at least 12 grand? Now, I want to tell you about my philosophy. We have a risk-free 90-day money-back guarantee, so you can try the course completely risk-free, and if you do the work, if you follow the simple step-by-step blueprint that we've laid out for you, and it doesn't work for you, we will give you your money back, and it's just as simple as that. Because that's how I was raised. That's my philosophy now. That'll always be my philosophy that I'll always live by, because I want to enable people to actually have the resources to invest in themselves and to change their lives and escape the 9-to-5 grind that I was trapped in, that I was depressed by. I want to make that available to anyone without them having the fear of making the wrong decision. So I want to show you how you can get started on this today and how you can start creating your own cash cow YouTube channel today, and how you can hopefully become, my next biggest student success story, and you could be featured on the next training that we put on. Because the fact is, we're not going to charge you $12,000. We have before, actually many times, we've charged $25,000 for programs to learn this same information in person. But because you've stuck with me today on our training, I want to do something very, very special. I want to give you another gift, and something that we may never offer ever again, because I want to make this opportunity possible for anyone. I want to make anyone be able to leave their cubicle and leave the 9-to-5 job behind them forever. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to drop the price to just a single one-time payment for unlimited, unrestricted lifetime access to the Tube Money Masterclass, the same blueprint the hundreds of students before you have had access to, and many of which have gone on to create unbelievable YouTube businesses for just $497. Which is honestly crazy for the value that you're getting. Most of these individual lessons will save you that amount or more, or make you that amount on their own, and I know that because I've seen it happen again and again and again. Now, let me show you again exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get the most up-to-date masterclass available anywhere that is completely brand new and 100% updated at all times. And anytime there's any major changes on YouTube, which does happen, right, with any business, I can guarantee you that our masterclass is going to be the first to be updated to reflect any and all changes. And we give you unrestricted, unlimited access to the course, to all future changes, all future updates, and anything we will ever add. If there's any changes on YouTube, you're going to get those completely 100% for free. There's literally no catch. It's just a single one-time payment for unlimited, unrestricted access. And you can go at your own pace, as fast or as slow as you want to go through the course, and it's going to give you everything that you need to get started, even if you're a complete beginner starting from zero, even if you have no technical skills, even if English isn't even your first language, this offer is going to work for you. And my assistant Ashley just sent me a message telling me that we actually do have a few spaces left for access to all 3 of the bonuses today, because remember guys, only the first 30 people are getting access to bonus 1, the first 20 people are getting bonus number 2, and only the first 10 people on the webinar today are getting access to all 3 bonuses. But if you want to guarantee that you lock those in, you have to act now, right? Don't be like the typical person who's sitting and waiting behind their computer and scared to take action. If you're scared now, I can promise you that you're always going to be scared. Do you think Thomas and Christian, the police officer, and Teresa weren't scared at first? Everyone's a little scared at first, but that's why I removed the risk, and that's why we have a risk-free 90-day money-back guarantee. That is how confident I am that this is going to work for you, and so you have nothing to lose, but you have potentially everything to gain. And we have a very limited number of people that we can help, because I don't do this like other people. I have my own life, and I simply cannot help an infinite number of people in that way, right? It's just not possible, and so you need to move fast or you will miss out. And this is the last time that I'm going to say this. As soon as we hit capacity, we won't be able to help you. You won't be able to take advantage of this, and someone else who's taking action right now will get your place. Right? So, fair warning, if you don't act now, you may never get another chance to do it. And, because you don't want to be the last person left out while other people start their YouTube businesses. And the fact is, if you wait literally even one more hour or one more day to register, You risk someone else getting your spot, and you risk them starting a successful cash cow YouTube channel while you stay where you're at right now. And don't take my word for it. Think about it for yourself. If you don't take advantage of this, that means that tomorrow you're going to go back to the same job and you'll be staying at the same place and the next day and the next week. But you got to ask yourself, if you don't take action now, when will you? Right? One of the most important lessons I learned from my mentor is that when you change nothing, nothing changes. And you might be thinking, Dylan, this sounds complicated. Can I really do this? Really? Me? It sounds complicated. Well, first of all, I don't think that you can do this. I know for a 100% fact that you can do this because I've seen hundreds of students before you join and do it too. And the blueprint works. There's no question about that. All you need to be worrying about right now is joining. We'll take care of the rest, period. The only thing between you and being able to create success with this is your brain holding you back. That is it. If you can get into this program, if you can do it, it's as simple as that. You just got to try to fight what I like to call the when-then trap. Because what most people say is this: when I have more time, then I'll start a business. But that's just not how life works, right? That's like saying when I feel motivated, then I'll start exercising. Or, right, when I have money, then I'll start working harder and, starting a business and start investing. You've been waiting for the right opportunity, and you're going to keep waiting and waiting, and you're going to keep waiting forever, right? There's no better time to start. I can promise you that. There's only one thing that produces results. And it's not waiting, right? There's only one thing that produces results, and it's action. And people always ask me, but Dylan, if this really works, if it's so easy, why isn't everyone doing it? And it's a good question, and the answer is simple. There's almost 8 billion people on the planet, and almost none of them are smart enough to be here right now, seeing this, hearing my voice, and even having the opportunity of taking advantage of this. And so it's the same thing with stocks, right? It seems pretty obvious to invest in Google stock right now, but 20 years ago, it was just another company. By having the knowledge and the insight of being here, of knowing that this business exists, you already have a huge unfair advantage. And I see a ton of people joining right now. I see a couple of people telling me that they are in the process of trying to lock in those last bonus spots. Awesome, guys. So I promise you, you will not be disappointed that you join. This is literally going to be the best decision that you've ever made in your entire life. And if you don't want to miss this, all you have to do is invest the little amount that we're asking for. And yes, I intentionally say little, because although this might seem expensive for some people, if you think about it, for what you're getting, for the amount of potential, for the amount of value, for the results you've seen, this is the bargain of all bargains, right? The truth is, there's so many normal, average people just like you and me out there who've made this work. They made YouTube work, and if they can do it, then why can't you? This isn't some theory, right? We aren't guessing here. We're showing facts, we're showing data, we're showing proof. This isn't a theory anymore. And the fact is, the number one reason that people don't jump in when they see something like this in front of them is because they don't believe that they themselves can do this. But can you picture yourself using the templates I give you to hire a couple of people for pennies on the dollar, implementing a few keywords to get into the YouTube algorithm, and just getting millions of views and potentially making thousands of dollars in profit and just doing it over and over and over again, because that's all you're doing if you break it down in the simplest form. And the fact of the matter is, there's only 2 scenarios that can happen today. Scenario 1 is you do nothing, and another week slides by, another month, and then another year, and people who are decisive and take action and join today start their automated YouTube business while you stay on the sidelines. And scenario number 2 is you ask yourself one question: what is the worst that could happen? Because the answer is, the absolute worst that could happen is you join today, you learn some awesome information for free, you do the work, and you decide that it isn't for you, and then you get all of your money back, and that's it. But if you don't take action, you miss out, and you stay on the sidelines while other people who are here right now watching this same training right now decide to step up and make this year their best year yet. Because you get so much more than just a course. You get to become part of a family of hundreds of people who've already done it. And I've spent literally tens of thousands of dollars attending seminars, conferences, buying courses, you name it, because I wanted to know what makes millionaires different. And what I learned is that it's a science. There's actually learnable qualities that millionaires have that anyone can adopt. And you just have to know what they are. And think about it like this. If you think like a millionaire, do you think it's more likely that you'll eventually become one? Let me say it again. Do you think you become a millionaire or think like a millionaire first? Which do you think happens first? And for those of you who are still here, who are still on the fence, I'm going to throw in one final thing to really make this even more of a no-brainer. Now, we have a fast action bonus for people who literally sign up right now. This isn't available anywhere else at any other time, and this is a way to start earning $500 commissions literally for what takes 15 minutes to set up. And we're going to teach you how to actually have access to our proven affiliate program. And the thing is, you might make a couple of sales, which is totally doable. And in doing that, you could pay for the entire cost of the course, and we're going to give you the strategies. We're going to give you the resources. We're going to give you the ads, the emails. We're going to give you the graphics, all the step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Everything that you need to actually start earning commissions as soon as today. And that's $1,000 value, but that's all disappearing right now within the next 60 seconds. So take action right now. And the truth is, guys, a lot of people don't understand the concept of what I like to call replenishment. And what I mean is money replenishes. Every 2 weeks, you get a paycheck. You pay the bills, you take your family out to a nice dinner. Then 2 weeks later, you get another paycheck. The money replenishes. But can you say the same thing about time? Because I'll never get back the years that I spent learning YouTube, the ins and outs, the secret strategies, the blueprint. Years of my life sitting in my room while my friends went out. They were partying and having fun while I was at home teaching myself YouTube. And I'll never get that time back. And the reason I'll never get that time back is because I wasn't willing to pay the price of mentorship, to skip the waiting, to skip the trial and error, to skip the learning and the failure. And because I wasn't willing to pay the price of mentorship, I paid the price of failure instead. And so when you click the button that you should see somewhere on your screen off to the right, it should take you to a page that looks like this. So here's what you need to know. When you go here, you're just gonna fill out the normal details that you're used to filling out anytime that you've ever ordered anything online. And as soon as you complete the order form, you're gonna get an email sent straight to your email that looks just like this. It's gonna give you login information, and literally, I'm not kidding, in a few minutes, you could be inside of the training. And guys, remember, you could go to our website at any other time other than right now, and you could buy the same course for its regular price of close to $2,000. And would it be worth that? Absolutely, right? But you'd miss out on all the bonuses. You'd miss out on the method that I teach to start doing this and hire people with zero money to start. You'd miss out on the 10x revenue strategies to increase your channel's revenue with merch, affiliate products, and getting brand deals and sponsorships. You'd miss out on getting one-on-one help with me to answer all of your questions personally and, actually look at your channel, see what you can improve on, and just hold your hand every step of the way and give you all the help that you need to succeed with this. And if you decide to join any other day than today, you'd have to pay more than double the ridiculous deal that we have for you right now. Because if you join today, you get all of the bonuses that we've mentioned. You get the fast acting bonus. You get everything that we've talked about for just one single payment of $497. But that all disappears if you don't take action right now. And remember, are there cheaper courses out there? Probably, yeah, I'm sure there are. But I'm also sure that you've heard the saying, you get what you pay for, right? Think about it like this. You probably wouldn't go out and, shop around for the cheapest surgeon if you needed an operation, would you? Right? Your education and your investment into yourself, into your future, is probably the single thing that you want to invest the most into. And remember Jim, who was in our group, who literally made a post talking about how he was messing around in other YouTube groups out there just to, kind of see what they were saying. And he came back to our group and told everyone how terrible their advice was. Those other quote-unquote YouTube experts were literally recommending people to buy fake views and subscribers, which will actually get you banned. So, it's safe to say that pretty much 100% of the time, you get what you pay for. And also, before I forget, guys, make sure that you check your email, because we will be sending an email out to you guys that should arrive in the next hour or so that contains everything that I promised you at the beginning of the webinar. You get the free YouTube cheat sheet, which we've used for thousands of videos, and we have some more special bonuses coming your way, so make sure you read that full email whenever it does, come to your inbox in the next hour or so. And we do have one more very special gift to give you guys at the end of the webinar, so make sure you hang around until then. And so yeah, guys, I see a bunch of orders coming in. I can't wait to see all your success. Really, money is cool and all, but it's really not exciting for me anymore. And the truth is, I don't say that to brag. I say it because it's true. Once you have enough money, it's not exciting anymore. It gets old. But what is exciting, what's fulfilling, and never gets old, is helping other people and seeing people take action to change their lives. And Ashley is telling me that this might actually be the fastest that we've ever filled the bonus slots, guys. So, they're starting to go super fast. So thank you all so much. I promise you, I'm going to do my absolute best to make this work for each and every single one of you guys, personally, myself. So just make sure, if you haven't already taken advantage of this offer, if you're still on the fence, that you do it right now. If you keep waiting, you're going to keep waiting for the rest of your life, right? Haven't you waited enough? It's your time to make this work. And you and I both know there's never going to be anything else like YouTube. There's never going to be any other opportunity like this, being able to make money on YouTube without making videos. And fair warning, this offer with these bonuses, it's never going to be available anywhere else ever again. And I'm honestly not sure when we're going to shut down this training. So this likely will be the absolute last time that you're ever going to be able to take advantage of this opportunity and not get left behind. And the reason that we do it this way is because I want to reward people who do join our free trainings and who are serious and are really ready to invest in themselves and invest into their future and their family's future with our most exclusive content. And I'm so excited to start working with every single one of you guys. I see a bunch more people signing up right now. This is honestly so amazing. I'm so excited to meet every single one of you guys. I really do love meeting students one-on-one. It's seriously one of my favorite things to do. And I'm already starting to see some questions inside of our private Facebook group. Let me answer a couple of these. Yes, we do have a ton of videos for you guys. We also do have everything that's in the videos detailed in PDFs, right? I know some people will learn better via reading, some people learn better via video. So we do have a lot of resources underneath the videos for you guys. Yes, the videos are step by step, right? We walk you through every step of the process one by one in chronological order. We break it down in the absolute simplest possible way. And inside of our private members area, you're going to